Another examples of contrived experiences is simulation. What is simulation? Simulation is a representation of manageable real event in which the learner is an active participant, engaged in learning a behavior or applying previously acquired skills or knowledge. The learners learns best when they are actively experiencing something and apply their personal experiences. It may result in long-lasting learning. Here are the example of simulation. The last example of contrived experience is games. What is games? Games are forms of physical exercise taught to children at school, or is a play. Here are the examples of games.
Is there a difference between games and simulations?
Yes, there's a difference between games and simulation. Games are play to win, while simulations need not have a winner. Why do we make use of contrived experiences? We use models, mock-ups, specimen and object to overcome limitation of space and time, to edit reality for us to be able to focus on parts or a process of system that we intend to study, to overcome difficulties of size, to understand the inaccessible, help the learners understand abstractions.
Other types of contrived experiences. First is aquarium. Aquarium is a representation of plants and animals. Here's the example of aquarium.
This is a fish aquarium. We can study the different species of fish in just a slide of glass. Terrarium. Terrarium is a representation of plants and animals on land. Here are the examples of terrarium. Aviary is a collection of live birds. Here's the example of aviary. Herbary. Herbary is a collection of live birds. Here's the example of herbary. Vivarium. Vivarium is a representation of plants and animals, life putting together of the same habitat. Here's the example of vivarium. Planetarium is a representation of planets and their relative sizes and distance from each other. Here's the examples of planetarium. The next is solarium. Solarium is a representation of solar system, the sun, the earth, and the moon. Here's the example of solarium. Next is diorama. Diorama is a three-dimensional representation of events, ideas, and concepts against the scenic background. Here's the example of diorama. Next is orchidarium. Orchidarium is a collection of orchids. Here's the example of orchidarium. And the last is herbarium. Herbarium is a collection of dried herbs.